I am Sean Finnan from the Limerick Post Show, and today I have Limerick musician, a spoken word artist, Willzee, to talk about his new track, "The Dream of Peace." Thanks for coming on, Willzee.
Yeah, good, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. It's not every day I get to talk to Limerick, notable Limerick people, so it is
God bless you, man. Thank you.
So the track you released a week ago, and the music video you released a week ago, "Dream of Peace," and obviously it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a spoken word track about the current situation of the world, and what inspired you to write a track like that?
I suppose inspiration comes from everything in life, man. And that's the beauty about it. But I suppose some people don't take focus on what really counts and what really matters in life. And if you want to be materialistic, I said this previously before, if you want to be materialistic, go buy yourself a coffin and make that look as beautiful as you want, because the world around you is collapsing and it's falling apart. And unless we as humans wake up and realize that, then I suppose we're doing nothing, only counting down the days until we die. So yeah, in a sense, I guess we may as well celebrate it, but I would try and fix what we have ruined instead of just bowing out. Because it's all great hearing these plans of the likes of Elon and everything planning to go to Mars and SpaceX and how fast they're going to plan on doing all them journeys. But there's 7.4 billion people in the world, you know. So I don't even think God himself could make an aircraft to fit 7.4 billion people to end up in a different planet, mate. So we're not all going there. And unless we wake up and realize that real life is real life, and you can live in dreamland all you want, but really we need each other to get by, and I think we need each other to fix what we've put wrong, in the world. So,
and on that thought of celebrating and connecting with the people around you, obviously your other tracks like Dear Friend 2 and Knick Knack and Casey Style obviously radiates a lot of your community, and also kind of celebrating, but also wearing the scars of of the places in the community and the
facts
community.
About it, yeah, facts about it. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't always this honest and upfront, man. It took me a long time. I've lived numpteen lives over, so you're going to see a variety of different characters and different stories and different adventures. Already the variation between the likes of Knick Knack and The Dream of Peace, one is more subtle than the other, but that's because at different stages of life we live a lot more subtle than the other. That doesn't mean that all chapters are closed on previous pasts. It just means that we have to use what we have learned and use it for the best. So if we don't reflect, if we don't learn from our wrongs and our rights, how will we ever move forward? So I think that's just my interpretation of some things that I may have done wrong and hopes I have for the future, mate. Do you get me?
Yeah. And going and trying to move forward, obviously Windows tracks, you obviously paint a very true interpretation of those communities and those estates. But obviously yourself, that you've obviously gone through those experiences yourself, and you've channeled it into being
the
artistic.
Art, yeah. And I think I strongly feel that that's what the governments are lacking in these areas. And I wouldn't say these areas is in the worthless areas, because I'll tell you this, mate, they're some of the most creative, outlandish people that you'll ever meet. There's the greatest characters I know are from these so-called areas, and the reason why they're looked at so negatively is because you get you get some people that procrastinate on, or they mightn't like horses being in the community. Cars is a big valuable thing in Limerick society, man, and I'm not going to stare off too much, but just that, for example's sake, the kids get recreation, and although I know they're driving them on the roads and everything, but there is no places allocated for kids to be at anything like that. There is loads of waste ground, but there is nothing done on it. There is millions in funds allocated from council to creative partnerships all over the country, and they're put into glassy little buildings. They're not put into these environments. They're not put into these. You get me? And so therefore, when I make these songs, I like to go back into these so-called environments, man, because for one, that's my home. For two, that's my threshold, and for two or for three, the beauty in them people. Like one member of Western community, especially, I will always love in the door is Breda Cosgrave, and she'll always go down a legend. I know you might know her, man, but anyone that would know of Breda Cosgrave, she's an absolute blessing. And she's been there from the very, very start when I grew up. But no one ever knows about her. But yet she lives, I'm not speaking on behalf of her, but she lives in that area. And then you take the surrounding areas, and people are judgmental on them surrounding areas. So they say, yeah, what's Western? Western is only a dead end place, or it's a lot of scumbags. But it's not, because it has people like Breda who has done a lot for me in my life, mate. You get me? So like, that's what I'm trying to say to you. If we can capture the beauty that are in these places, I think we can flip it on our head and maybe make more of a pro out of it and less of a con.
Yeah, and talking about like the characters and like a lot of good can come with it. As you were saying at the start about like, if you want to like be materialistic, just buy the coffin. Like it is like, because the funding has been put into like help or like aid these communities. It is all about one another, and like it is the residents that have to like help each other too. Like it's obviously the thing of like the village raising a child. Like it isn't if it can't come from the community, if it can't come from the government, sorry, or any aid or project or like a factory or whatever, it has to come from like the people from these estates.
And it has to be about the people, like, and that's basically where all my honesty comes from. And like, what's the point of me coming on to or an interview or trying to speak on behalf of anyone, even myself, and not be honest? What good is that? Where is the value of that? I'm only fooling myself, let alone eat. That there is no gain. There's only self-denial in that. Whereas if we have an honest approach and we have an up-forward approach, that being like, say, in community centres, we allocate little kids Canon cameras and we give them 10 minutes of running around the community there and finding the beauty of it. I don't know, film a dog, film a heart, whatever they want to film, but find the beauty in it and let's showcase that instead of the negative. Because as one member, and I know a lot of people in the music scene, like, we're sick to death of seeing our plays ran down. Like, we're at the forefront of Limerick rap or Irish rap. That's a guarantee. We are one of the most creative. We're some of the greatest boxers in the city. But like, where is their stands? Where is that creativity? There's not there. It's all dead in buildings. You get me? And then if you take like the likes of these houses being built, for example, sake, man. So you get you get new development plans. Every one of them houses are developed the exact same, but not the families. The families that they put inside there. Every one of them are unique to themselves. And so maybe they don't want to go hurl. Maybe they want to play drums. Maybe they want to rap. Maybe they want to pick up a guitar. But where is the resources allocated for them kids? There isn't. And so then they feel that society fails them. Society fails them, and then boom.
Yeah, it isn't about like fun. It isn't about like allocating or like developing all of these sorts of different things. But like, there has to be the first stepping stone to have all of these people express what they want to. Because obviously yourself, you were able to, like, you went on to like, you've gone into like script writing, and you've got won awards for that. You've got signed from a record label, and all because like you were given an opportunity.
Yeah. Shout out, welcome to the new world in the gallery. Blessings, man. Welcome to the new world. Most special people that are in my life right now. Outside, obviously, my partner and stuff, and in the gallery, like, he's the one that produced. Let's get back to the business. He's the one that produced A Dream of Peace, and he totally took it to another level. Matt Paul as well. Matt Paul Music. We have a for the first exclusive, my man. We have an album coming out this summer, and the boys are after producing the fair weight of it, and I'm very happy, and I'm sick of holding it in. So you have it here first, because I know you're a good kid. We are releasing an album. It's going to be called Cootie Grace, which means a piece, a heart in Shelta-Gammon, which is traveller language. And I can't wait for you to hear it. This is an abundance of my life plus your lives. You know what I mean? So please look out for that, and please keep supporting. And
you just mentioned there, like you've mentioned in the past before, like the idea of like yourself as like a trial buffer.
Yeah. God bless you. You done. Hey, my man done his work. My man done his work. Well done, Sean. Well done. We need more people like you, my man. We need more people like you. Good interviewers. The identity of a trebuffer, man, means that I'm full traveller blood, which means my mother and father both come from the travelling community, as did my grandparents. And I'm raised by two blessings who are settled. Mary and John Craddy, they're from a secret location. I won't tell you where they are. And and life has been good, man. I got the in society wise, I got the last, but I got double blessings then as well. You get me? So I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with identifying as a trebuffer. In my eyes, no one is higher than the other. So
obviously. And that obviously ties into, like, you obviously have more to say about, like, you obviously have that side here, and as well as the estate side here of, like, the idea of other people judging, like a misconception about, like, obviously a type of people and an area both coming into one and being able to.
Made a misconception. Hey, just look at me. People always think I'm angry. I'm a very, very, very happy young fella. It's just the demeanor. And it's the exact same way as when if you look at a place and it has big old scary buildings and it's dark and it's gloomy and you're like, that's kind of not approachable right now.
Yeah.
Whereas if you see a lovely building and it's all luminous colors and everything, you're like, yeah, I want to hit that place up. That place looks live because it looks like it has life in it. Yeah. That's what we're missing in Limerick, especially in outside of the city. The inner city is looking fabulous. Well done. But like you're forgetting that people live outside the city and we'd like our places to look fabulous as well. You get me? Pick up a bucket of orange paint, man, and go mad or something. I don't know. But something good anyway, bro.
Yeah. To move out like a little off topic from the song and go into like the other areas, how did you get in contact with like End the Gallery and Welcome to the New World record?
There was a pigeon flying in the air one day. And I seen it and I said to myself, what a beautiful pigeon. And on it said, follow me. And I followed the pigeon. And thus I found In the Gallery underneath a rainbow. And I saw beautiful people called Welcome to the New World. And they were all in that rainbow. But they had no pot of gold, but I believe that they were the pot of gold. You know what I mean? Now, what are you messing, man? We've been watching up and down for years, and it just felt like a right movement. And listen, I'm in a great place, and I thank the lads. They believed in me when a lot of others didn't. A lot of other people snited me and didn't believe that I had what I had in me. So I just want to say a massive thanks and love to the people that do believe in me and the people that do support me. You know, because it does make a difference in life, and we're all just trying to get there together. Like so, especially Welcome to the New World. You know what I mean? Big love.
And like, and trying like, and moving on and like trying to get to wherever you are, like one of like Hope it was, because that's what's like it was said at the time, but one of it said that one of your influences was Mick Righteous. Yeah,
Mike Righteous. Irish people are rough out when it comes to the word of MIC, bro. It's called Mike Righteous. Now, what message? I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mike Righteous was my massive inspiration. Still is a massive inspiration for me. He's a lovely dude. I was blessed one day. He was looking for people. He was at his computer and he was looking for people. And he said he's around for like 10 minutes. If you feel that you're good enough, if you feel ambitious, send me on a track and see what way happens. And the rest is really history, man. Like, I got to meet him. We got to come to Limerick. We spent a couple of days together. He's an absolute gent, lovely person. And the best result came out of it. Like, we had a lot of fun. As you can see in the video, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I found this, like, you had it might have been from like a parody or whatever. It might not, like, obviously probably not. But like there was a tweet from about 2012 of you talking about Mike Righteous's music.
Yeah.
And then like and almost like a decade later, you get to be with one of the person that you idolize in music and like have him on your track.
Sean, listen, bro. I we ever tell you who's telling you all these secrets, kid? No, I'm gonna listen. You're a phenomenal person, man. Well done on the research. Yeah. But that's right. That is right. Mike Righteous from the Drop, man. I used to rap in an English accent. I used to be like, oh yeah, young Willzee. I'll be rapping till they accuse me, you know. But no, I found myself and I took great inspiration and I have other inspirations, man. Like Dirt Davis is the biggest inspiration I've ever had in my life, and not many people know about him. But he's my heart, man. That's my brother right there. Like he's been there from the Drop. And he's such an educated person. Like he's a phenomenal artist. And then you go with Strange Boy as well. Strange Boy, another phenomenal artist. 1,000-year-old poet, that thing. And then obviously my brother Hazy, man. Like stop. Like there's so many, and like these might be, in the grand scheme of things, in the reach of, say, Mike would have, they might seem smaller in scale, but they're not smaller in scale in my belief, man. I think all of them artists have as equal talent as each other. I think they're phenomenal people, and obviously I wish them all the best. Like, I mean, you're going nowhere without me, so just remember that, boys.
Willzee, it's been it's been a great talk, and obviously go check out Willzee's new track, Dream Peace.
Yeah. So first and foremost, sorry for stopping you there, man. Big up Sean. Right. So thank you very much, Sean, for your interview. You're a phenomenal person. Shout out to Limerick Post, as always, for always support me. Go check out my new song, A Dream of Peace. Shout out to Welcome to New World, Andy Gallery, Matt Paul, Louise Barker, and Cody Grace coming in this summer. So please keep your eyes out for that. And Sean, God bless you, my man.
Thank you, Willzee. And it's been Willzee and Sean Finnan from the Limerick Post Show.